Hey, I'm Flea.
I'm Cecy.
And welcome to Life, Lust, and Lifestyle with Flea and Cecy in the place to be. Here at Pleasure Palace.
Yes.
So what we got on topic today?
Today we are talking about friends in the lifestyle.
Friends in the lifestyle. Do that. What type of friends? Is that loving friends, social friends, friends?
Well, I mean, what do you consider a friend?
I would say an associate at least. Someone that I can speak to, have decent conversation, have a connection.
Okay.
And in the lifestyle, a potential play partner at some point in time. Not that we have to, but it's on the table.
Always?
I wouldn't say always, but in the back of my head, it might be always. So
Yeah.
again, I'm guilty.
It makes you wonder, what is the motive behind the friendship, right? And the end of the day, is it really for that end result?
Well, before we get on topic, can I kind of explain a little bit to the people? Can I explain to you guys? Being in the lifestyle, you see a lot of sexy people. So sex is definitely
At least you do in our group.
Right, in Jim's group, you're going to see a lot of sexies, right? But that is the first attraction because you know that this particular group of people indulge in that type of activity.
Okay.
And so you envision yourself being in that activity with those particular people. Now, the genuine friendship is once you make communication. I know I might be on the topic or whatever, but I'm just saying for me, if I'm able to connect, it becomes more of a friendship than it is a sex ship. You know what I'm saying? So that's just for me. But the initial, if you cute, fine, tall, whatever the qualities I love and I like, and you fit that category, I'm going to be your friend. And then I'm going to be your friend because there's an alternative motive, right? Is that what you're saying? Right? Yeah. I'll put it that way. But if it becomes a situation, I'm getting in trouble the more I talk. You know what? Let's get on with the topic here. All right? We're talking about friends.
So let's talk about the levels of connection because he mentioned a friendship in the beginning. I'm listening.
You was listening?
That they're more of an associate, right? I think of my associate and my friends as two completely different groups of people.
Okay.
Associate is somebody that I have some rapport with.
Okay.
You know, we might not communicate on a regular basis, but when we do, it's
it's casual.
It's casual. It's a very civil, interaction, and I know that person.
Okay.
A friend is somebody that, hey, girl, you know what? I had a bad day. You might want to talk. You might want to vent. Maybe you just might want to ask for some advice. Like it's a little bit more of an intimate relationship, and I don't mean sexually. Just mean you kind of have a little bit more familiarity with that person.
You indulge a little bit more in your life in the background.
You spend more time with that person,
Okay.
with your personal self. Where an associate, you may not. It's usually just on
Hi-bye.
occasion. Yeah.
Somebody at work, they work in the cubicle next door.
Yes, but you can have both in the lifestyle, right?
Okay.
And you can establish that because levels of connection, right? There's some people, I will play with them, but I wouldn't trust them with a 10-foot pole. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, it could be just more of a physical attraction,
Gotcha.
but that doesn't make them your friend. You just, just a play partner, maybe.
Right.
I see that person as a play partner. Now, when you start to have a care and concern for somebody, now it might develop more into of a friendship, right?
So a little bit more emotional attachment.
I don't, doesn't have to be emotional. A friendship, because when you say friend, I love all my friends, right? I love them to pieces.
Right.
When you're really my friend, I really care. I have a genuine care for you and your well-being. So that is on the surface what a friendship is.
Okay.
Now, when you're talking about playing with friends, it kind of puts a totally different spin on it. And some people can compartmentalize. Is that right? Compartmentalize.
Yeah, most men can do that. That's what men do well.
Okay.
I'd say that.
I don't think there's a sex to it, honestly. Women can do it too, but we're more the emotional creatures. Let's just say that.
That's what I'm trying to
We
get
are.
at. That's why
We are
guys
more
can
the
have
emotional-
multiples and not worry about one or the other.
Right.
Type of situation.
But I think men at the same time can be more territorial
Yes.
in the same breath.
Oh yeah, and that's a whole.
So even though they're not emotional, they have some type of ownership vibe going on sometimes.
We call
you know
it jealousy.
Is it jealousy?
Oh yes, it's jealousy. If I'm gonna protect you to the point where I'm not gonna allow or consent for you to be with anybody else but me,
Okay.
because I'm jealous.
So if your friends are your friends and they're playing with others and you feel jealousy, is that a red flag? Or what do you feel about that? Because friends, you should be like, okay, we're engaging. Hey, you know what? Let's go team up. Let's go to this party. You know what I mean? You go your way, I go away. We're going to meet up at the end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This, boom, boom. You know, because people have that. They have their play partners that are not play partners. They just go to the venue together.
Right.
But they still do their own play.
And then they leave together.
And occasionally play together.
And sometimes play together.
So we call those friends with benefits.
Yes, friends with benefits.
There is an established platonic friendship.
Correct.
That has a physical attraction aspect to it.
Okay.
Right? Or it maybe not even be an attraction. Maybe it's just scratching an itch.
It might be just a want. I might have seen somebody who my platonic friend looking real sexy over on the couch with somebody else, and I'm like, golly, I would love to be with my friend.
Right. But would you agree that there's kind of a fine line between friendship and play? Do you agree that there is, you know, the potential of things going wrong when you mix friendship with pleasure?
If everyone is not on the same page and don't have the same understanding. I know I have some play friends, play partners, and if we were to engage, we would probably be a little bit more sexual in our talk as is leading up to that. But outside of that, it's really platonic, and we talk about everything under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Which is part of the connection aspect, because you know you're getting to know that person on a whole different level.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't have no beef to argue with them because there's no attachment. It's you have your life, I have my life, and
so let's talk about that. Let's talk about the pros and cons of friends with benefits. What are the pros and the cons of having friends with benefits? Because I know a lot of people have a total different ideas of what it is. Some people are like, if you're my friend, there is no way in heck that we are doing the do.
Right.
Or even wanting to sleep with the same people because they're friends, right? So there's that taboo or that bro code, girl code type of thing going on.
Yes.
And then you got friends that you're just completely comfortable with, that, you know, there's a complete understanding, like you say.
Like I say.
And it goes down.
Right.
So pros and cons.
I would say that the pros of having friends with benefits, especially in our case, because we only can speak in our case, right? Is one, the pro is you or I know what's going on, that we talk about it openly about what we have in store or what we want to do, right? So that's a pro because that keeps us on the same page, right?
What keeps us on the same page?
The communication part of being with a friend with benefits, because you know that friend, I know that friend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the pros is we know who we're involved with.
Okay.
Okay.
Familiarity.
Yeah, familiarity. The next pro would be, why is she smiling like that? Because am I reaching?
No, I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to get your thoughts together.
All right, no. So the next, pro would be the fact that it's something that is easily attainable. You know what I'm saying? That works around your schedule, because your friends know where you at in the same.
Okay.
I'm just saying the pros, instead of finding somebody that you don't know, you got to find out who they are, got to get the vibe, get the whatever. It takes time to know that person you don't know. With the friend with benefits, you have that already lined up, right?
Okay.
Right? So I would say the conveniency is a pro.
It could be convenient.
Right? It's convenient. Knowing who they've been with, because you've had that communication with them in conversation and know what they've done and with whom, if you open your friendship conversation up to that.
Okay.
And I know you got plenty of cons.
Oh.
Right? I just know you do, right?
Dang.
Hey.
So you're saying you don't have any cons?
I got a bunch of cons, but I don't know if you.
Oh, give me 2 or 3.
Okay. The con with that is the obvious, the feeling part. You know, because you know that person so well that, you know, feelings come in because you know how they feel, you know what they've been through. You might feel sorry for them for losing their job or whatever, and you might go and have a date and have sex, and then it's the whole cuddle and all the other stuff, right?
That's a con of being a friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say for me and you, and we going outside to friends. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So I'm relating to our
see, I
situation.
had to turn my body. Like, I had a complete understanding of
She
what's
just wanna
being
see this-
said right now.
She just want to see my sexy side. That's all.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. Cons is that sex can ruin the friendship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You had sex, and it could be good or bad, but you know what? You look at it, and it's like, I don't want to be friends with them because the sex is good, or the sex is so bad that I don't want to embarrass the person. I'm just throwing it out there, the cons. You give me some pros and cons then. Let's go.
Friends with benefits. See, I have a different take. See, I'm more on the tribe vibe.
Okay,
tribe
vibe it is.
If you're part of our tribe, that means I've established a
comfortability.
Mm-hmm. Our tribe is all aware of our dynamics, right? So our tribe is familiar with the fact that me and Flea are married, you know, that we have whatever our specific boundaries are, and whoever else is part of the tribe, right? I feel that because we're comfortable with each other and we're part of each other, we've already been vetted, right? Okay. We can lean on each other for support, to talk about things in the lifestyle, but we are also available to play if the opportunity becomes available. Gotcha. If we're all going to the same events and the same parties, it could be, because me and you are established, right?
Yes.
We're not in any closed relationships outside of Flea and me. So, you know, it's established if you're part of our tribe and we're out having fun, that if we're feeling frisky, that we could play with this couple or that female or whatever. Okay. You know what I mean? But we're familiar with them. Right. We hang out with them. Mm-hmm. You know, we roll up with them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We leave out with them.
And we might go to an event not even expecting to play together, but because the vibe is sexy, we end up playing together. Like, that's how I look at my tribe vibe. Mm-hmm. And then on the friendship level, I'm not looking at that person sexually. Okay. I'm not looking at them in a sexual thing. I feel like the pressure comes when it becomes sexual, and it's either an expectation.
Right, because all the sex talk, and it build up.
The sex talk, yeah. Mm-hmm. And there could be some gray lines where one person's really feeling the other, and the other one's really kind of got that friend zone stop sign up. Mm-hmm. But you choose your moments. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be every time we talk about sex. Right. We talk about what happened in the last play session, or this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. But we can share experiences with other people to each other. Yes. To kind of get feedback and advice, or even to share if it was a good moment, just the sharing of it, with a friend within the lifestyle. I think that's the cool part.
And that was some good pros. Give me some good cons.
Cons,
like Shaka Khan.
Depending on how close the friendship becomes, the intimacy part could become a problem if you're in a relationship. Okay, because we're talking about people in relationships like Flea and me. Right. We're not talking about single people. But single people can be involved as a friend.
Yes, true.
You know what I mean? So there has to be some guidelines for the single people friending with the couples as well, because any misunderstanding could go all wrong.
All wrong.
Let's give an example. So Dion met a young lady through one of our groups early on.
Okay. Early. I hear this early.
We're talking about probably 5 years ago.
Long time ago, but we're going to listen up.
So he introduced us because he had an attraction to her, and this is the time we were kind of vetting unicorns and things like that. We were kind of feeling our way around meeting people as the newbies, right? And so he introduced us. I'm not going to give her name.
No, please don't.
She was a Capricorn.
Oh, man. Capricorns, I feel sorry
and
for you.
we hit it off. Like, I mean, it was an authentic connection in what our interests, you know, our style, the fun we had when we went out. Like when he was on the road, she would be the one I call, hey, let's go do this, right? And even where we would have smoke sessions, just FaceTime, right? Just smoking, talking. And it was always a lot of energy between the two of us.
Yes, it was.
Right? But it wasn't sexual energy.
No.
It was like genuine friendship.
Sister to sister friendship.
Yeah. So that was, and I'm not that open with very many people, whether they're in lifestyle or not. I don't have very many of those type of connections. But there was an attraction, right?
For my part?
Yeah, Flea
yes.
brought her to the table. Our friendship flourished, but then he felt left out at that point.
Yes.
Like he felt I brought her to the table, but now I don't even feel like I'm part of the friendship.
Yeah.
Right? So now he felt awkward about even shooting his shot because now I'm shooting my shot with my wife's friend.
Best friend. Bessies. Bessies.
So, long story short, when one evening we were all hanging out, it was a bunch of us. It wasn't just the three of us. It was a group of us. And, of course, you know, libations and things like that. And I think, I don't know, did you ask her for a kiss or did you just kiss her?
I always ask, baby.
Okay.
I'm a true gentleman.
There was a kiss involved.
I'm going to ask. And she said yes.
Okay. But she had already said the boundary before that kiss that she does not want to be involved with a married person at all.
Yes.
And he stepped up to the plate and shot his shot and got the kiss. But it was a detriment to the friendship.
Yeah, it definitely killed the friendship after that.
Yeah. So, you know, you just gotta, you know, you gotta really have that. You got to look at all angles of the friendship. You got to look at the vulnerabilities of the people that you're friending as well. And I wouldn't put too much into a basket that's not a mutual thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like you might have a heavy attraction to somebody who really doesn't have an attraction, or you're not their dynamic, like our friend, right?
But you know, to talk about that real quick, in the initial state, we were good. It was an attraction. It was a talk of. But I felt that because you guys got together and really hit it off, that I slid to the side. But I still wanted to shoot my shot. You know, so I was wrong because I didn't read the room. I mean, I can definitely tell you that it was in the heat of the moment, and I did a Kobe on him and shot my shot. You know what I'm saying? And it was a good kiss. It was everything. But then all of a sudden, everything went left from there.
And then sometimes you start off on the friends level even before the attraction, right? So you just, you know what, I wasn't even attracted to that person, but after I got to know them and talk to them, you know, I'm starting to feel a little bit of more of attraction, but now you've gotten into more of a deeper connection just intellectually.
Yeah, I definitely have a
so
friend
now,
or two in that
yeah,
ball,
so
right?
now it could be physical because we as sapiosexuals, that is our attraction, right?
Definitely that.
And I've even had a friend for long term that, you know, I was like, ooh, I was attracted to him, but I would never cross that line as a friend, right? And when we decided to cross that line as a friend, it was half of an experience before we both decided that this isn't what we want to do.
It was like half an experience.
We keep it platonic.
Right. Okay.
So the con is, you know, it could ruin the friendship. Maybe not ruin it, but could cause distance because you kind of want to separate yourself from that type of attraction with that person.
Can feel, it feels awkward when it gets to that point. You know, even as an adult. You know what I'm saying? When we're teenagers, you kind of like, you feel, but as an adult, you really understand what just took place. And you're like, wow, was it worth it? You know what I'm saying? You know, for me, that's why I'm always a friend. Friend is more important than sex to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because we're caring people. So, if you care about somebody, you definitely want to make sure that, that you're taken care of and you're looking at in the best light.
Yes.
Right? You're respecting a person's boundaries and this, that, and the other.
But let's move forward because, we want to keep this short. I don't know where we at. Producer, do we
But
have
tribe vibe works. That's like holes and poles. Tribe vibe works.
Okay, it works. But and that's the last thing you want to talk about was tribe vibes. But you know what? What about ghosting and catfishing? What have we experienced with that situation?
Well, you don't know people really. You think you do sometimes,
right.
But then at the end of the day, some people they're only there for a season. And we've had experiences where we've developed friendships and they disappear.
Yeah, for no reason at all.
Or even if it's a short term, interaction, it's like, oh, something must have happened. You go from having some really engaging conversation to like, nobody's responding to your text now.
Yeah.
They're not answering your calls now.
And I think that's the difference between lifestyle in today's world and in the past. Because in the past, you had to be social and actually physically see and talk to somebody. Then now you can hide behind the keyboard and you can be as nasty and freaky as you want. But then when you get there, you're nothing like what you typed up, or you don't look like you look like because all the filters and things.
Wait, but the flakiness. Yeah. What is up with the flakiness? Why do people make commitments and then just don't show?
And don't say nothing
don't
about
call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people get cold feet, but this is to another level.
Well, I can give you an example there. We had a meet and greet not too long ago. We had 22 people that said they're going to show up, and only 6 showed up. I mean, 18 other people. That's 18 flakes. I don't want flakes. The only flakes I want is my frosted flakes in the morning.
We know things come up, but sometimes, if you make a commitment, at least let them know if something comes up. It's just communication.
Yeah, and it's nothing.
We're not going to crucify you for saying, hey, I couldn't make it.
Right.
It was bad timing.
And it's not unique with us. This is something I see across the board.
Oh, yeah.
And people making dates, plan to meet at a bar or whatever, and then don't show up.
You know how disappointing it is
and
when
couples don't show up.
You get all your mind all set, and you get all excited and ready, and then all of a sudden it's like it's not gonna happen.
Right.
And people sometimes are just not honest. I gotta say,
Yeah, honesty is definitely lacking in the catfishing.
My ex-husband used to be that person, and he would sit there and stone cold make commitments, and I'd look at him dead in his face like, you can't do that. He's like, yeah, that's okay.
Anyway, I think that.
Yeah, right. You just say it, just to say it.
and I'm the opposite. If I want to go, I'm gonna tell you I want to go, and we're gonna be on time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So part of being a friend is really staying true to your commitments. Be honest. Be transparent.
So that was transparency, and that's how we gonna make it happen, right?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and wrap this up, and let's see if we can continue life, lust, and lifestyle.
So thank you for joining us today.
Oh, okay. Wrap it up then, baby.
I haven't got to say that one time yet today.
Because I'm not stumbling over the words anymore. You see how I just take over? But I'm gonna let her end it. You end it right, and then we'll click. How about that?
Hey, as far as I'm concerned, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap? With what?
Love, life, business.
Did you say love? Oh, now you're in love.
Life, lust, and lifestyle.
Oh, you sound like me.
You had me all tripped up because I was ready to wrap it with that.
Okay, let's re-wrap it. Here we go.
No, let's just wrap it.
Wrap it. It's done. Click. Can I get a click?
Oh.
Yeah. I gotta sip on my sip.